Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another ManDemUtd podcast meets the Analysis at Anfield podcast, the Manchester United Liverpool show. Gonna be a long stream. You know what I'm saying? My like Saint is in the building. Yes, family. What are you telling me? You good?
What you telling me? Come on, energy. What you telling me, Reed boy? What's going on? Come on. It's about bumper off time, brother. Jimmy.
Oh my God.
Come on, man's here. Man's here. I'm here for it. Inject it, brother. Good. Telling me. Now you know how Bomber Clark feels. Just see man grinning bare teeth, blood. Like, what's going on, fam? Man's in my feels. Yeah, let's do Freaky Wednesday. It's not even Friday. Get me? Do Freaky Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hey, what do you mean, Eddie? After you've been enjoying bare episodes, just coming in on a little ghosty one. Yeah, well, I'm gonna say, yeah. Brother, come on. How long have we had this? How long have we had this show going on, bro? It's like about 6 weeks, bro.
Yeah, I can check.
Come on,
man.
You have to give me one, bro. Is it 6? Could be 7.
Like that. I can check the playlist. It might be 7. It legit
might be 7.
Because it's a playlist for it. I'm gonna absolutely check it out 1 second.
Come on.
Oh my God, I'm actually gonna
just
check
been
that.
Chilling, listening to Jay Huss, brother. You've done in the background. I said, clarting it off. Oh my God. Like, that's what Liverpool were doing, you know. My friend won bang. Trust me. Brother. Mad thing. Well, go on, everyone. What's going on? No. Not negativity. The realness, but we got time for that. Right now, we're basking. You know, like that. Basking. But it is cutting up here, but man, making it look like it's all 30 degrees. That, you know?
Oh my God. Make sure you bump up the likes, people. Bump up the likes. I'm legit checking now, actually, with this show, because there is a playlist.
Make sure you lot are liking, hitting up the likes. Run a little sub check as well. Make sure you lot are subbing. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Come on. One more.
And this is number 8. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? This is the 8th episode, yo. Thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, come on, bro. I knew he was around there, bro. I knew he was there or thereabouts, brother. You know, like that. Come on. Nah, let's. I'm doing, fam.
You do the thing, get it? Before
I'm
you continue.
Doing the thing.
Yeah, Liverpool 7, Manchester United 0. Your time, say it. Say your piece. You don't get your questions.
You know, it's normally him running the thing, and I'm here. No, bro. So one floor, let's chat to me. Talk to me of the demise of your. You know what it is, yeah? Because now, Flawless wouldn't care. Flawless would be so quick to come back to. Nice, Ollie. No. I don't trust manager. You know them ones there. This is the first time in a while that I'm like, nah, you can't give me manager talk, bro. Or do you get me? Like, that's why I wanna let's kick it to you. How are you feeling?
And this is why, and this is why you're smart, because what you've done there straight away is talk about the game. You ain't spoke about extra shit, and that's where people have made the mistake when I'm talking on other platforms or people in the chat as well. And I'm not defending anybody for that. I'm not proportioning any blame and saying the Matt Ten Hag solely to blame, or Bruno solely to blame, or Martinez or Anthony. Everybody is to blame for that. Everybody holds smoke for that horrific performance, and I'm not defending any single one of them for that performance. Same way I'm not in particular singling out anybody for that. I didn't need to see that game to know certain players ain't good enough. I'm saying the manager got it wrong. Got it completely wrong. I'm saying from the lineup, when you lose 7-0, hindsight's a beautiful thing. From the lineup and all the way throughout as well, he got everything he could have got wrong, he got wrong.
Let's start there with
the players. Yeah,
let's start there then. So the lineup. Right, let's start there.
When we spoke on it, I had stated, and I knew that it was going to be a tough game, even though I was confident. I wanted to see 3 midfielders start the same way that we started the lineup at home to Manchester City, with the obviously goalkeeper back 4, 3 in midfielder, 1 right winger, right winger, left winger, and 1 striker. He's decided to go 4-2-3-1, and hindsight's beautiful. So the reason why I'm not getting onto him for that, in terms of saying, oh, well, it was the wrong lineup. When I seen the lineup, I'm like, okay, it's a little bit more offensive than I thought, than I would like. But Ten Hag's got so much right. And plus, even if it was going wrong, his subs have done the business. But it's a learning curve for him. You know what I'm saying? You're going.
Do you think Ten Hag was like feeling himself a little piece? Like, do you feel like because there was talk prior, Anfield's just any stadium, like it's just a stadium, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like just downplaying certain things and that. So do you think? And obviously there is talk of how lackadaisical our midfield is, legless and that. Do you think he just went in there and just put no ratings on Man?
Yeah,
and just thought, you know what, like.
He did what we've seen Pep do before, and this is why we've seen Pep get beat at Anfield more often than not. If your plan A works,
no. We've seen Pep get beat at Anfield. We've never seen Pep get bent over.
No, he hasn't.
Stick 7 past.
That's true. That's true. But my point I'm making is Pep's at a higher level than he is with a better team, like taking a better team there. The point I'm making is not a comparison of the two. I'm saying we've seen Pep go there and not change his ways. Same way Ten Hag has gone and set up at Anfield like it's a way anywhere else. Anfield's different. Whether it's a poor Liverpool side, an average Liverpool side, a great Liverpool side. And that's what it is. So when I say that in terms of, it's not a comparison between the two. I'm saying you have to alter. And the thing is, because I've seen him alter before, I expected to see him alter again. Because at the home game against Manchester City, I've seen him alter. The away game at the Emirates, he didn't alter. Even though Arsenal deserved the win, they scored a last-minute winner. But you have to alter in certain games. You can't go everywhere and play the exact same way. And I expected him to alter. But even when he didn't, I was like, you know better than me. And more often than not, what you've done has worked. So I'm still going to back you. But like I said, everything that went wrong, everything that could have went wrong, wrong lineup. And then the players ain't even bailed man out. Because as much as I get onto the manager, I get, go on.
No, quickly. When's the last time you played Weghorst as a 10?
New Camp, probably New Camp. That's what he
started. As a 10 there, yeah?
Yeah, he played as a 10. Bruno wide right, Weghorst in the 10. Left was Rashford. And then, no, wait, what was it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, he switched it around. He was Weghorst though. He was Weghorst. I can't remember if he started in because you know what is tough is? Because we alternate, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But Weghorst has started a game or even moved into the 10, like during games. Because I remember at one point, I've stated it before, that our midfield was Fred Sabitzer and Weghorst away at the new company worked. So we've seen Weghorst 9, we've seen him 10. And he's alternated where Rashford and Bruno will interchange. Or if Anthony's out there as well.
Okay.
So that's how it is. Yeah, because
I haven't seen it recent. I haven't seen it recently.
Yeah.
And then I see it and I thought, oh, okay, so you're really just like just not putting no respect on man. Like,
it was the new camp. It had worked because Bruno definitely played wide right. And the only 10s that we play is either Bruno or Weghorst. So Weghorst would have played in the 10. I need to pull up the lineup actually, which I will. I'll search it. Let us know in the chat. But before we continue, just over 50 of you lot locked in. Let's bump up them likes. Bump up them likes. How many we on? 26. Get us up to 30, man. 30 likes and get us to 6 more subscribers as well. Get us to 5,650 people. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. Hit the subscribe button expeditiously. But yes, we've seen Weghorst play in the 10 before. So again, that's why I'm not pinpointing and going, it's just that. Weghorst playing in the 10 has nothing to do with how bad Bruno played, how bad Rashford played, how bad Casemiro and Fred played, how bad the entire
was. Well, what's going on? How come they were absolute arse cheeks?
Everybody, you know what it is?
Casemiro doing jinky outside of his own box, bro.
You know what it was? You know what it was? It was one of them games where our 4 best players in terms of Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, and Rashford all had horrific games, and then nobody next to them bailed them out. So it's not like Casemiro played horrific, but Fred was average. Rashford was terrible, but Bruno was average. No, everybody collectively was bad. And that's why I stated the first thing, what did I say? Everybody was collectively as bad. And everything that could have went wrong for Manchester United went wrong. Everything. I give Liverpool credit. I give Liverpool Jurgen Klopp full credit. You might have 8 shots, 7 on target, clinical. Gakpo, Nunes, Salah, incredible. Like in terms of just from a finishing perspective, never mind the overall game. You lot defended well and did the business. One thing I won't do in that game is take away from Liverpool and say they didn't deserve that. Now, you might put us to the sword. But that's what happened. Everything that could have went wrong. And everything for you that could have went right. Even little things that want to change the real slip. You know what I'm saying? Man slipping at the wrong time. Stuff like that. And things of that nature.
One thing I want to ask you though, yeah? Because I've seen it. I've seen it creep. Newcastle game. Couple games, like, I'm like, Brentford game. Sometimes you lot get to the point where you're like, can't really be bothered. Like, you know, if the game's going away from you, like we did smoke you. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you man stopped playing football. It seemed like, do you know them ones there? It was just like your heads went. It's like, oh, like, are you? What's that? As well as you lot are doing, that don't really pose as a good thing. You know them ones there where when the going gets tough, man are like, oh, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah, but that ties back into my point of I didn't need us to get wasted at Anfield to know that about certain of these players. There's nothing I discovered that was new. For the likes of Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, I use those three. Was there to be our three best players and the three players I rate highly and I want to see in this side going forward, like as the spine of the team. That's just a terrible day at the office for them. The rest of them, there was already question marks on anyway. Like, I'm not going to go into individuals. That's why, again, I've not used this as a stick to beat players I don't rate. Because I've been talking about certain players for the longest. Certain people in the chat when I do the sole ManDemUtd and we've spoken on it. I could easily use that as an example of why Bruno's not good enough. But that's not too dissimilar to previous Bruno performances. Not earlier on in the season. Go check his performance in the Carabao Cup final. Go check his performance. What game was it? The home leg against Barcelona. And then go watch his performance at Anfield and note there isn't too much difference. There is not too much. So that's why I'm not using it as a stick to beat him. Say again.
So if that's the case and it's not just a bad day, which it isn't, and I totally agree because Bruno been swag for a hot minute. Yeah. How's he got a captain's armband?
It's just a question of Ten Hag getting there, and he's the best of a bad bunch in terms of options. Who else you gonna give the captaincy to? De Gea, who's had his issues and tried to leave not too long ago. You really gonna give it to Rashford off the back of his form, a player who tried to leave in the summer?
I hear you, but you know what? It's mad because like you've got a lot of captain materials, but you ain't got like the captain materials don't speak English, innit? So it's beefy.
That's the biggest issue.
Like, you know the ones there.
That's the biggest issue in regards to it in terms of when people talk about the captaincy. I'm like, as much as I would prefer Bruno not to be there's no standout candidate as of the start of the season. Because people when they hear that question, they think of right now. But no. Don't think about right now. Think of the start of preseason when he has to select a captain to go forward. When you look at the options, let's not forget Rashford's horrific form. And Rashford, people always want to talk body language when it comes to foreign players. But when it comes to English players, people don't want to talk about it. His body language was horrific. You know what I'm saying? Him not tracking back, him not closing down. Like, let's not forget all of this wasn't even 12 months ago. So you can't give Rashford the captaincy. Casemiro's not there at the start. People forget this. I'm saying Varane.
big up Cavs. Man said, give Casemiro that armband. Fuck it. He speaks dog. I know. No, he speaks dog, bro. But half of the fucking squad speak kitten. So they don't understand what I'm going to.
It's kind of like, that's what it is. And then you got Varane, and then you got De Gea, who's had his issues of what's to leave before. Who else do you give it to? Let's think about if we're talking lineup. So De Gea's had his issues. Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, no. Luke Shaw, absolutely not. Malacia just got here. Martinez just got here. Varane, like I said, it could be Varane, but again, his form
don't even play enough, bro.
Like, he plays enough this season. This season he's played enough. But that was, again, you're making a point. Last season, people are acting like that wasn't a factor. I was saying Varane needs to play more. My biggest issue with him was last season was he's not available enough. To his credit, this season he's been available. He's played 99%, he's played like 95% of the matches. Then you go into midfield. Casemiro's not there at the start. Fred, no. McTominay, no. Wide right, Anthony just got here.
Left, he's not captain material.
Yeah, he's not captain material. He's legit just got hit. And actually, he was late, so you can't even give it to Anthony. Left, Rashford, we just spoke on his issues. Martial can't stay fit. It's only Bruno. You know what I'm saying? It's only legit Bruno. And yeah, man could say Varane, and yeah, Varane, that's cool, but at that point at the start, we don't know what Varane's fitness issues is going to be like. Do you really want to give the captaincy to someone with fitness issues? Then he's not there when you back at square one. He's not
there, and then it's.
But again, people are now looking. If we had won this game 3-0, people wouldn't be talking about captaincy. The reason why I've said this before, people put too much stock in the captain. If you have captain-like attributes, you're gonna be like that all the time. Casemiro doesn't need the armband to display being even more of a leader. Same with Varane, same with whoever. If you are a captain, we've all played in Sunday league teams, I'm saying at least, or Saturday league teams, the people who are captain-like are captains without the armband. Manchester United's greatest captains were all captains without the armband. Roy Keane didn't need the captain's armband to be a captain. Steve Bruce, Patrice Evra, Gary Neville, the list goes on, the great Liverpool captains of old. They were all captains before they got the armband. People put too much stock in it. Even if Casemiro was wearing the armband, what difference does it make for that performance?
To his performance.
They folded, they chucked it in. But I know this squad is short. When we've discussed on the show, when people are like, oh, why can't you win the league? And I'm not saying I expected a performance like that, but I know the level of the team's not there yet. That's not a league. That's not a title-winning level side yet. Do they have parts of that? Yes. Can they win the second and third tier trophies? Yes, we've just got the Carabao Cup. We're on for 2 other trophies as well. But yeah, go
on. Do you think that you score first in that game, which you very well could have? The games are totally different.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We don't get packed. Absolutely. Not necessarily saying we win, but I was saying in the build-up, said it on this
I
show,
think so as well.
If we score the first goal, I think we win the game. Rashford had a great chance.
But that's crazy though, you know, when you think about it, because I believe that as well. Like, I 100% agree. But to think that if you score first, you do way better, even potentially win the game. But as soon as you conceded first, you're like, your arsehole fell out. That's mad.
And the thing is, we was crazy for the first half. We was okay. We went like our best. We was all right. Yeah, half time, and that's what made it worse. It was the second half where we just capitulated.
But no, 6 goals, fam. You know, when you see 7-0, yeah, you're thinking, boy, a 3-0 in the first half, and then a 4. Brother, 6 goals, fam.
Huh?
What's going on here? Like, I said, this is mad. And you know what kills it? It wouldn't have been as sweet if we won 10-0 and Gakpo and Nunes didn't score, brother. Telling you. The fact that it was them, man, piping, pause, you know, like that, absolutely giving you that. It made it even sweeter, fam. You know, like that, fam. On the phone for hours. Your cool logs, lotioning Nunes, bruv. Lotioning, bruv. Late night agent calls. Giving, but you know, like that, just for man to be like, nah, brother. You know, like that Gakpo, you greased man up for time, bro. Gakpo weren't on my radar until I heard he was on yours. Like, I never even really knew what he was doing until I said, yeah, let me see what I want. Man was giving, you know, like that, giving sweet nothings. Yeah, baby, I'll give you, oh man, when you come, trust me, fit of dreams. Oh, yeah. You know, like that, for him to come and
idiot. You're an idiot.
Brother, that's what made it so sweet.
You're an idiot.
I'm telling you.
Get off your chest.
Salah could have got 9 goals by himself. It wouldn't have been as sweet, bro. I said, yeah, say nothing. Oh, mate. Sorry, I had to get that one off my chest.
It's cool. And who again? People keep saying this. They lost 7-0 to their biggest rivals and flawless. How have I tried to play it down? Elaborate on that. Because every time we unstream together, you get smoked, Ryan. So let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? People can go back and check Shameless FC. Don't do like this guy acts like these things ain't recorded. Like someone explained to me, people have said this, are like, oh, you tried to play it down. How? No. It's because I'm not reacting how you lot want me to react. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not emotional. Because all these Liverpool fans are in the chat right now, when you lot lost 5-2 to Madrid, we're not here. So let's not do that. I could easily throw it back at you.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go on, fam.
Because my math ain't good, bro. I'm not a magician, bro. I'm not good with maths, bro. Is it 12-0 from both home games consecutive?
I can't remember what the home score was last season. I was paying
5-0,
attention.
no?
It was either 4. It was on the ranking, right? It was Ralph.
It was 5-0, Rude.
Was it 5-0?
It was 5-0, bro. 12.
Right. Man, smoked us, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus. That's amazing. Nah, Eddie,
Yes.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm just
And before you go
asking.
to LFC for the W says played it down by saying it's only one game. One game we don't care. It's your cup final. One thing, don't never put words in my mouth. One thing I never said
I was
is
gonna say.
we
I
don't
was
care.
just about to say that. When did you say that?
I never said we don't care. One, I did say it's only one game, which it is one game. If it's more than one game, you let me know. And it is your cup final. Why do people get bothered by facts? Sam did this. And I'm like, why do people get triggered by? Yes, I said. Do you know what the crazy part is? I said this before the game. I said this is that you can go look back at the last week's show on this very channel. There's a playlist for it. I said it's their biggest game of the season. This is their cup final. If Manchester United had won, this wouldn't be a talking point. This would not be a talking point. But please don't put words in my mouth because I never said we don't care. Them words never left my mouth.
Hey, Blackmore as well. Man says so. We beat you lot at OT. Exactly, bro. You just said it, bro. You beat us at OT. We fucking done your dance here, bro. You can't, bro. There's no, bro. There's a, bro. Come on, bro. Like that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Marcel, you've been there a couple of times. You've seen how horrible it's been, bro. Do you know them ones there? And aside, we probably go and, do you get me? Probably go and get moved to by Bournemouth. Like, so I'm just enjoying, bro. I'm enjoying. Bournemouth, rotted. That actually reminds me, they're the only other team that I've got that more smoke this season than you, man. Crazy.
Yeah, because you lot beat them 9, right?
Yeah, bro. That's mad. You man should have a playoff and see who does what. Assad, my guy, you know, the terrorist, bro. Well, God, he found me, you know.
I thought, same to him, man. That's just a Sarcasm City, isn't it? Bear in mind, people, I could have easily ducked this stream, but I'm like, nah, we're going to run this. Oh, my days.
What stream? What stream?
Nah, I'm
was
saying,
I not here after Real?
Nah,
I was here. If I'm here, you're here.
Yeah, but I'm giving you credit. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew you would be here, but I'm pointing it out to the people then. Because a lot of people, after it happened, thought that I was going to duck out. You know what I'm saying? And that, not just with this, just in general. Yeah, Cam, that's a dickhead comment. Man said, I play off, you know. That's a dick, yo. That's good, yo. That's good. I can't lie, yo. I said that's good.
Hey, guys, come on, man. Let me enjoy, bro. Let me live, bro.
That's good,
brother. Bro, that you know the mad thing is, yeah. Man been telling man, yo, like we got the best defense for Ran, Champions League for Ran. Like Martinez, hey brother, he's the dwarf that's like 7 foot tall. Like you understand, with brother. It was a comedy of fucking errors. Every goal, bro. Yeah. The second goal. What's man doing, bro? Luke Shaw, brother, he's got cement in his head, bro. He was on a man. Martinez doing up Torval and Dean. What are you doing, bro? Skating on grass. What's going on, bro? Nah, bro. I'm sorry. I have to cook these, man.
Nah, cook them because I'm not going. You know what? I'm not going to defend them. Cook because they deserve to be cooked for that performance. They deserve to be cooked for that performance.
I said, what's going on here, brother? And you know what? Ten Hag as well. He lost it, bro. Because I rate Ten Hag. Unfortunately, like rather what this guy in-game management and that. Brother, you're 3-0 down and bringing on McTominay. What was you thinking is gonna happen here, bro? Like, nah, it was outrageous, bro. Outrageous. I'm not even gonna lie. You made us, but I will say something. Like, I'm be honest with you, innit? Real talk. Everything, like Flawless said, everything that could have gone right went right for us. You know when it just clicks, bro. Like, it just clicked, and I'm just so, like I said, I'm just so happy that it was these man because. The amount of balls they were tickling for it to come back to haunt them, bro. You know, like that. These man, bro, lotion up our players, you know. Lotion in. Yeah, fam. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. Assad, it's hard work, bro. You know, like
family man. You're a family man,
I'm doing
the
family what it is. Thing. I'm trying to start up a couple businesses and that. I'm trying to do the self-employed thing. When I get my things off get me, I'm gonna come back. But I was enjoying, bro. I was loving. I was missing the thing. So Flawless hit me up. So I'm on here. You can catch me on here. You get me, and then in due time. But love, man. It's man like this that kept me going. You know, like that. Love.
Yeah, man. People that miss you. That's why I went. And Saint knows this. Like me and Saint had spoke like months prior about doing the show. It's just a question of getting him on the channel and doing the right show. And then this popped up, and I was like, Liverpool. I was like, yo, Saint, let me. And then so
look how much fun we're having now. Come on.
guy, yeah, that can cook, man, and it makes me laugh. I can't lie, yo. I can't lie, yo.
Oh, brother,
It
the
makes
way
me
man would
laugh.
send the man
It
selling
makes
off
me laugh.
cans and the what's that? Yo, he's saying. Oh, nah, I love Flawless, man. We always keep it fucking friendly and that. You know, man, you can just get me. We can just, this is how it's supposed to be. You know,
facts.
like that. This
Facts.
is how
Nah,
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man. This is supposed to be a cooking 110%. Eddie, unfortunately, is not. There's not a super chat amount to remove saying he talked about the butcher. He's gone too far. Eddie's ready to drop that big money.
I said, yo, come on, bro. I'm gonna move it from the savings. Say that, Eddie. It's like that, yeah.
Let me take out a small bank loan to get rid of say. Now, unfortunately, you can't. That's only on Q&As, isn't it? Where you can pay a super chat to get rid of people because people be targeting the most. And to rank that facts flawless, this was our biggest game of the season. Again, I don't know if it's my delivery that people think I'm taking shots when I say that. That wasn't a shot at Liverpool. That's me paying respects. I said, even though I was confident going into the game, we're not going to go in there and roll them over. I said verbatim, go and play three midfielders. There in City, would I put the Emirates in there as well? Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Anfield, the MTR, Emirates are the three places when Manchester United go to, I say. Well, this season, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It is, man. They ain't got no fans. Going away to Arsenal, I say put three in midfield. I sacrifice the 10 and play a Bruno wide right and play whoever wide left and who up top. I say because these things can happen, and it's happened in 2 of the 3 games. I'm saying Arsenal, yeah, they scored a last-minute winner, but they were still the better side. But Ten Hag will learn from this, and I'm understanding that. Not even understanding, I knew this already. It's his first season. I know this lets me know, and lets everybody else know we're still far away from where we want to be, but it's still improvement.
You know what? On that though, I will hope that it don't turn into seasons past. Because realistically, we are out of every cup. Like, I don't see us doing the madness against Real. So I do hope that it don't turn into seasons past. Like, seasons past way before Klopp, where beating Man U was our only... Do you know them ones there?
Yeah. You don't want it to be like
actually, that. It's less like, let's actually now start to cook. But... yeah, well, we'll get onto that anyways. Florence, you need to teach me how to manipulate an argument. I have no right in winning because what you did on Shameless was great.
You know what it is? But again, it's just about Assad. I'll tell you what it is. It's just about being smart. All Saint has done for the 35 minutes is come on and spoke about the game. Con the game.
100.
He's not spoke about me. He's not said, you said this, you said that. He's not spoke about any of the players outside of the game. He spoke, con them, man. I was conning them. You know what I'm saying? They deserve all. I said verbatim. Normally, I'll defend United players after defeat. If we lose a 2-1, 2-0, I'll be like, all right. So there's no defending of that. Not only the manner of it, but the fact that they just gave in and just rolled over. That's I'll forgive lack of skill, but I won't forgive lack of will. If Liverpool were just 10 out of 10 today and we put up a fight and we lost 3-4-0, but you can see we put in effort, cool. But I will never forgive a lack of will, because that's just in the heart. That's what that is. That's just in the heart. Same way you're saying here about manipulating an argument to win it, and that was just pure heart. Yes, I'm talking facts, but that's just like, I have no defense going into all these. This would say I know what's happening. I know the cooking is gonna be. It's gonna be sautéed. Word to Chris Eubank Jr. Like, that's what it's gonna be. I know what it is. My team just got packed 7.
But that's why he's right. Because I'm intelligent and I can't really talk about outside of this game because, do you know, the ones there, like, I kept it to the game because that's what it is. Like, I've been, like, you know what I mean? Like, we'll get into it now. We've cooked him enough. We can, you know what I mean? We can leave the shamelessness there. It is what it is. Man's been listening to Nia Cherry the whole day. It's just a second. He's 7 seconds away. You know that way there, bro. Everything's 7, bro. We're just cooking these, man. But nah, like, when we had our last show, Flawless asked me, and first of all, no one's really cooked me in the chat, but I'm going to cook myself so no one can say it. Yes, I did say that I did not see us getting 6 points. Did say that.
Yeah.
We got 6 points. I also said, Flawless asked, who's it more important for? Who's the 3 points more important for? us or you lot. And at the time, I was very dismissive and said it has to be Man United because of the consistency that you're on and what it would do to do you know what I mean? And that was only really because in my head, I never saw us getting 6 points from those 2 games and having somewhat of a consistency within us. You know, them ones there, I still think do you know what I mean? Generally speaking, we're quite washed. All jokes aside, yeah, everything that could have gone right went right. You know, like literally, like Klopp must have just fell out of his bed into his drawers that day. Like what's going on? Everything was just on point.
Right, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But let's not act like we had 8 shots on target. We scored 7. Let's not act like we were. Do you know what I mean? Like
you were exceptional, and that's what made the answer. Sorry to cut you off. Like, that's what made the defeat worse. Is you lot were even exceptional. You were even like 12, 14, 16 out of 10. This guy, sure.
That's what I love. No. Oh, real talk. That's what I loved about it. I'm telling you, some battery things, like you know, them ones there. Like
you man were like very good, but you weren't. Oh my god! Like put it this way, you lot perform to a better level and not win by that much. You know what I'm saying? On that, you lot perform to a better level and win a game 2-1. Or 3-1.
See the game that Salah took his at OT when Salah took his top off the first time when he brushed off who was it? Sure, bro. That game we were smoking, fam. You know, like that. We were smoking, but we never. You know what I'm saying? So now I agree. There's been games that we've played better. Like I know that, but it is just what it is, isn't it? But at the same time, now I'm like, we're getting a few players back. I haven't seen anything. We got 6 points, and I never thought we would get 6 points. I'm gonna be honest with you, but we got 6 points, and now we're within touching distance. And I'm like, how funny if after all of that, in our worst season under Klopp, and all of the promise that Ten Hag and his magic rainbow is showing, and all of a sudden we could actually. Raw, that would be quite. So now man's put himself in a position where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm there. Let me see what I go a minute because you put me in this position. You have actually put me in this position. I never thought this position would happen because I thought we were waste. You know them ones there. Yeah. I thought, I honestly, bro, I'm like, we're not winning both. Like, we're not doing that. We're dead.
Yeah, you did say
you
that.
know them ones there. 100%. I said that openly, and I wasn't just talking. I honestly felt it. Now I'm looking back. The only reason I'm like, I'm not sitting here with chest is because again, in those 2 games, I don't think we won it great. Do you know them ones there in terms of a lot of the things in which I've been moaning about? We just won it. Again,
you're looking beyond. You're looking at it beyond those 2 games solely. You're looking at like, all right, what do we do against Bournemouth? What do we do for the rest of the season? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You see it, and like, had we have won, what's it called? Against say, fuck it. Who did we even have before? My head's gone.
Pull up now. Yeah, it's calm. So before us, it was Wolves. It was Wolves at home.
Wolves, innit? Wolves. On the Wednesday. That's it. Because I said that's it. Yeah. Because I said they beat us 3-0 in the first game. So I was like, nah, we're not beating Wolves and beating Thingy. I thought we'd draw with Wolves and maybe be whatever. If we had beat Wolves and the patterns of play were better and we created more chances. If we had beat Man United, not even by the 7, we beat them by, say, like a 3-0, way less, but played out of our skin, played them off the park, I would be more like, yo, brother, we're doing, I can see the consistency, it's coming. It's put me in a weird position because we did get 6 points, but the manner in which we got it, it still didn't really show me anything. Out of the Man United game, it'll be... Well, you're a dickhead if you're like, yeah, watch what we do now. Like, you know, them ones that didn't really show man anything.
Yeah, man. You're saying you're enjoying the result and running banter and running jokes, but you're not like, right, we've turned the corner. Liverpool top 4, we're going to get back there. Yeah.
All jokes aside, I swear down, I couldn't put a pinky on it that we're going to go and smoke Bournemouth. 12-38, bro. You know, like we're in that hypnotic shirt that we ain't won a game all season in. You know that one where like I think they put it on, they done the design, so it's gonna baffle the opponents, and then we get rattled. We don't know what's going on. Like we're all brother. watch us do a 7-0 against these man and draw. You know them ones there or something like that. That's why I'm a bit like, I don't know, but you've put yourself in the position to don't go and do that. You know them ones there, like don't go and Klopp, make me a believer. You know them ones there. You put yourself in the position, so make me a believer. But if you're asking me, really, I'm not.
Hey, before you continue, fuck you, Lewis, innit? But big up, go subscribe to his channel as well. Links underneath in the description. Yo, I'll say these man, another team won 2 games and now they got better.
Come on, hey, Potter in the dad. Hey, are you dumb? Potter and Klopp in the dad. Yo, come on. Oh,
my God. The difference a week makes, you know. The difference a week
man was,
in football, you know, 1 week, 7 days, no pun intended, that it makes, yo.
Bam. Might pull up a little plate for Klopp at the table now. Like, yeah, good. I've been talking some shit. Nah, it's too early, bro. It's way too early. But yeah, nah, seriously.
The funniest thing is the same thing you're saying. I did the earlier stream with Lewis, big up Sarcasm City TV special, and he was talking the same way about Potter. Like, yeah, good win, but we need to see more. Like, let's see. And now you're saying the same about Klopp. Oh my God!
I used to call Klopp my dad, bro. Man, come back to the window like, yo, can dad come? I said, brother, it's not that time, innit? It's not that time, but I gave him a blanket. You know, these times I would have just been like, F off. I gave him a blanket. We'll see next week. Nice. We'll see if he not peace. I say, big man, come into the warmth a little piece and you get me. Sit down and relax, brother. You get it? Like, your pussy, your Pep Linda's regime can still stay outside. Oh shit, no, but now we keep it real over here, man. I'm enjoying that. I enjoyed that game, man. But yeah, like you hear what I'm saying, Flawless, don't you? You know them ones. I gotta be real, bro. Like that game was just, bro. I played.
It doesn't solve all your. It don't solve all the problems.
Yeah, bro. It don't, bro. We spanked Bournemouth 9-0, and then I swear the next game we went and lost and. Well, it's you know them ones there. So
I'll have a look.
I hear you. That's all it is. It's just. Take some time in it.
Nah, I get what you're saying. You lot continue to get your questions in, keep them Liverpool or Manchester United related.
Yeah,
remember as well,
no, 100% flawless. Lewis, man says Chelsea and Liverpool are the same problems, but they have better finishes. Literally that, bro. Look at both of our midfields. Don't know what's going on. You know them ones there. Like it's just a madness. But you just got like, we got like caramel flakes, like, you know, like the Gakpos and the Diaz and the Darwin Nunez's, when really we need some batter, bro. You know, we need some dough.
Yeah.
Them man got the same thing. Instead of they got the chocolate chips, bro. You know, like they got the Mudricks and you know, like that. We just got bare decorations and that.
If you could merge your teams together, you'd have the perfect lineup.
To be very honest with you, would still have no midfield, but we would be. Hey,
Enzo. At least you have an Enzo in there.
Well, at least we'd have an Enzo. Yeah, at least we'd have an Enzo. Do you know what I mean? And we'd have a Fabinho if he wanted to come and do 1 or 2 things or whatever. Yeah, we could sort it out. We could sort it out. But do you know what I mean? It's what it is, man.
Oh, large up everyone that's locked in, yo. 78 of you lot locked in. They continue to bump up the likes. How many likes are we actually on? We are on.
We're not.
Yeah, man. We're over 41. Let's go 50.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? 50 likes, you lot. You lot are clearly enjoying the content, right? This show flies by already, man. We're at 47 minutes.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I was up to 50 likes. 2 more subs. You know what I'm saying? 2 more subscribers. I know there's at least 2 of you lot who haven't subscribed. Hit the notification bell as well. And yeah, I'm looking here because after you beat Bournemouth 9-0, you beat Newcastle 2-1. Then you drew away at Everton.
And then we drew. That's what I was just about to say. And then it was the Everton game that we drew. Yeah. And then look at the form.
And then you lost to Napoli.
look at the. No, we got battered by Napoli, bro. Yeah. Like, look at, you see what I'm saying? Look at.
And then you bounced back and beat Ajax, and then drew 3-3 at home to Brighton.
And then we done Rangers, and then Manford. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just bare like.
Nah, I hear you, fam. I hear exactly what you're saying. Hey, big up everyone that's locked in. Yeah, Cams is a prick, yo.
Cams, I got you, bro.
Cams is a prick, yo. You know what I'm saying? Cams is a prick, yo. This guy been out the entire time since Sunday. It's technically Thursday, and this guy's still, you know what I'm saying, on my case.
You know them results that like the whole like football needs it, bro. You know them ones that you're like,
yeah. They
shit,
do.
like,
It's just, you know, it's just great when it's not your, when one of the big
when
six
it's not
loses,
your
it's great when it's not
yeah,
your team. It's
your
fantastic.
team. You're like, oh,
I'll say,
swear that, no, that's mad.
yeah.
Like,
It's not everybody got something to say in it. Everyone got something to say. Assad said this is interesting. Saying, do you believe that Liverpool now have no excuse to not get top 4?
Well, I kind of, you know what I said?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
To be very honest with you, that's a very good question because I like the way he's worded it. You know, them ones there's actually the way in which you worded it is real. Terrorism. My guy, the terrorist, you know. To be very honest with you, Assad, yeah, I don't think, and it's why I was flirting with Klopp being out because let's be honest, yeah, we didn't have the team in which I felt in order to really challenge for the Premier League or anything like that.
Right.
But there should really be no excuse for us to be getting top 4 regardless. Do you know them ones there? Like
that should be bare minimum for you. Like,
that should be really bare minimum. Like man, we're talking like yo, we could get top 4. Like if anything,
like
that's just like it's something. Before we got no midfield, all of that, cool. But I don't care who you're lining up with. You should be duppying a Fulham, a Brighton who play good football, at Everton, a Southampton. Do you know what I mean? Like there's enough fodder for you to be able to be top 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I feel like. You know them ones there, especially look at your past. I'm not talking about challenging. I get it. Like with all the things in which I said, you're fatigued and all of that. You're not going to challenge. I get it. But top 4 should be a minimum. It seemed like there was some, and I said this in previous shows. It seemed like there was some. I don't know what Klopp done, bro. Like man gets a bly, bro. Like the bly was mad. Like man, we're just talking like, yo, you know, Liverpool just staying. Like, I'm like, no, we're dead. Like Cook, man. Do you know them ones there? Like, man, we're acting like, boy, man might not. So now with this little bit of run, and you're showing that you, whatever the case may have been, you're still good. You can still do. You might be right, Assad. There might now be no excuse. With me, I don't think there was ever an excuse. But for everyone else, what can your excuse be now when you're getting players back? You've had an absolutely awful, the worst beginning of the season you've had ever, but now you're actually amongst them. To then go and be in touching distance to then do dumb shit would be, it's like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, let's see what I'm going in it. All right.
That's fair. What I will say is, I won't go as far as to say no excuse for finishing top 4, but I'm not saying this just because of this game, because I said it beforehand. I think you lot will finish in the top 4 because I believe you are better. I look at you lot and I go, you're a better outfit than Newcastle, and you're a better outfit than Spurs.
Tottenham.
That's my point. I'm saying we're on the same wavelength. It's not so much I think that Liverpool are great. I don't rate the teams like that in front of you. I believe if there was a 4th team of a certain level
that was real real
quality. But I look at Newcastle, solid defensively. Don't get me wrong, can't really score goals. Spurs are Spurs. We all watched them last night. You know what I'm saying? Or some of that game. Like under Conte's, Spurs could be 3rd. You know what I'm saying? Like clearing. I just don't rate their team. I don't rate their manager like that. So they're the 2 main teams to stop for you lot, and I can see Liverpool finishing above them. I can't. So I won't go as far to say there's no excuse, but I think you can, and I think you will. Unfortunately, trust me, people. I want to be wrong. I want Liverpool to get Champions League. I think it will happen though. Even if you do lose to Bournemouth, I can still see it happening. But that's just me. Yeah, go on, fam.
Yeah, no, I can agree. I can agree. I'm just Maradon said, saying you man are weak to doubt Klopp. How? Tell me how we're weak to doubt Klopp. I feel like if you're not doubting, bro, I want to give away my age, yeah, but when I started supporting this, when I was supporting, my hairline gives away my age, bro. When I was supporting
Can't
You
even
know,
tell
like
you,
that.
the body's good, man. I
That's
can't
what I'm
even see
saying,
that,
bro.
The
Man
body's good.
ain't like,
The
bro. There's
body's
only
good,
few man in this world, like, do you know what I mean? Man ain't one of them dons that. If I had a, you know, them ones that them crazy. Well, you're psychopath, man, who has a hairline and then go bald and then will just bring it back again. Man, what's going on, bro? Like, bro, I couldn't believe it when R. Kelly had braids in that. I said, "What? You've had a hairline all this time, and what's
Did the
going
Ashley
on?"
Young thing in it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
The Ashley Young thing?
Did Ashley Young have help?
Nah, man, because he was bald like here, and I remember he went in there and then he came
And
back,
then
and then he came back with a fresh cut. And everyone was like, "Yo, he can grow hair."
you could grow hair to Jadakiss thing. It don't make no sense, brother. You know it. But when I started supporting my team, it was win, 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 win. That's why, like, really and truly, man don't really like. I couldn't really get down with Klopp's mentality of like, man don't want to be first, man just wants to partake, and man don't want to be the underdog. Because like, brother, Bob Paisley, these man, like, if you're not winning,
it's no
who
good.
cares about second? That's how we were. Do you get it? Like, that's how we were in it. Like, Shankly was one of the first dons that's like, no, we're winning everything. That was our mentality. Man's a winner out here, innit? So that's what I'm thinking about. So at the end of the day, when I'm thinking like, why are you not trying to get back up there? And like I said, again, it was one of them ones where like, you weren't like, oh, you know what, I messed up. Don't worry, like, we'll definitely be in top 4, like, do you know what I mean, or whatever. Like I said, these men are acting like top 4's the holy grail. That's why I started to doubt Klopp. Like, Klopp, what's going on here? Plus, I've already mentioned it as well because of certain things, Pep Linders, and I think there was plenty of things in order to doubt Klopp. If I didn't doubt Klopp, then I wouldn't have that winner's mentality. Do you know them ones there? If I'm just sitting there just like, no, it's cool, then you know what I'm saying? Like, these same man will be like, nah, you're mad for doubting Klopp, but then will be like, if Harry Kane don't leave Tottenham, then he's not serious.
Valid point, yo. Very,
it's
very,
the same
very,
shit.
very, very.
It's the same shit. You're talking about one person's winner's mentality versus another. I've got a winner's mentality. I've got to, when it's getting a bit mad, man's gonna be what go on. You know them ones that can't take that.
Now you spot on, fam. You spot on 100%. People only want to play, or certain people and certain fans only want to play winners mentality when it's not their favorite.
When it's not, exactly. When it's not their guy that they,
guy that they like, because you're a big fan of Klopp. Like you said, you've called it, yo, that's my pops.
I called him my dad,
You're still here questioning him, saying, nah, this ain't right. This ain't it. Because you want what's best for Liverpool Football Club. That's why. That's exactly what it is. You want what's best for the club. And I fully understand that as well. I fully get that.
Ed, don't take the piss, bro. Don't take the piss. Ed, relax.
And to Q as well, who said, says flawless on the I got no defense flex. It's not a flex. I have no defense. How am I? Anyone who's defending Manchester United for that game? Yeah, like, and that, you know what? That ties back into what we just said. I just said to you about Klopp. Even though you have so much love for Klopp and rate him so highly, you're still questioning him. I've seen certain United fans still trying to defend players in that game. That is outrageous. I'm defending no one. In particular, and I hate to point him out, it's Bruno. And I've had many debates on this show, on this channel, on other channels in regards to
I seen you on Red Tour. You had Rants going in on Pogba. Bruno. Yeah.
And it's like, it's just being fair. And I've stated before, he could do no wrong in certain people's eyes. And the biggest example of that is we just lost 7-0 away at our arch rivals. Forget Arsenal, forget City. Liverpool are numero uno. They're numero uno on my list. As much as I get at Arsenal and get at other clubs, I'm just an arsehole. So I'm always going to troll rival teams. It's Liverpool. We just lost 7-0. He is the captain. He is not the sole person. I have still not criticized him once for that game in particular. I still won't criticize him for that game in particular because he was just as bad as everybody else. Everybody is at fault there. But the fact that we just lost 7-0 and people are still defending him. The same people who have been defending Bruno will be talking about Weghorst touching the Liverpool badge on the way out. Come on, priorities. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. That Weghorst doing that, and he had to obviously put out the statement and said he was messing around with Van Dijk and was trying to stop him from touching the logo on the way out onto the pitch. Let me just let people know. Weghorst not touching the Liverpool logo had zero bearing on the game. Zero bearing. It's not like he didn't touch. If he wouldn't have touched the logo, we wouldn't have lost like that. Everybody was horrific, including Weghorst. It had no bearing. But rather than criticize Bruno for his actual on-the-field performance, bear in mind, that's one of the attributes people talk about. He's a captain. He's a leader. Lead then. Where was the leadership? Not just on him, no. I'm not just gonna where was the leadership from anyone? But the fact and reason why I'm mentioning him in particular is because that is something people always hang their heart on and say, yo, that's one of his best attributes. So if that's the case, where was it? Let's talk about that. But I've seen people, whether it's on content creators, whether it's people in comment section, whether it's on Twitter Spaces, whether it's tweets, whether it's the gram, people are still trying to defend that man for that performance and saying, oh, he didn't ask to come off, whether he did or whether he didn't. That's by the by. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about his performance on the pitch. But again, I didn't need to see that performance and us get smashed by Liverpool to know he's not good enough. Well, that's people putting Bruno above the football club, which is cool. But then don't start talking about how you love the club. No, you love certain players. You're a player FC stan, which is cool. Some people are like that. I'm a Manchester United FC stan. I want what's best for the football club. That's what it is. And do I believe he's best for the football club starting week in, week out? No. Go back and look. Like Saint mentioned it. Someone clipped it up from the Ranch channel because it was me, Rance, Saeed, and Aaron talking about it. And if you see the clip, in the clip, I stop man from talking and I say, this clip's about to go viral. So yeah, make sure you follow me at That's Be Flawless on Twitter and Instagram, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube and Twitch. Guaranteed, people. It's in the clip that got clipped up because I knew somebody was going to clip that up and put that out. So I said, yo, let me get my promo in here. This is the spot. Because I've seen these type of things go viral too often. So yeah, no defense. I will never defend that. When Saint was cooking, cook them, man. When people in the chat are cooking, man, for that result, cook them, man. And TQ says, subscribe at your own risk, United vibes. That is not the case. This is a United Liverpool show. I do a United Liverpool show once a week. I do a United Arsenal show once a week.
How is it United vibes? I've been cooking.
I do a United Chelsea Spurs show. You know what I'm saying? Every fortnight. I do Q&As. I'm saying with multiple fans of other clubs doing the most, the whole night. So it's not a United. It's not. I wish it was a United show this week. Jeez.
Look, bro. We here. We're out here. Yeah, like that. Come on.
Yeah, like it is. And to Asad, who says, Ralph Flawless, you don't think Bruno's good enough? I think he's proven his worth this season. Nah, I don't think he is. I think he's a good enough squad player going forward. But first teamer as a 10, no, I don't think he is the guy. And again, not the performance. I have to repeat that because someone's going to jump in the comments and not listen. I'm not talking about the game at Anfield. I'm talking about games before that. Go and look at his performances and you will see they weren't good enough. Everyone was waxing lyrical about the home performance against Leicester, the away game in the new camp. He was good away in the new camp. Arguably our best attacker. I gave him his plaudits. Against Leicester, he was very good. Outside of the assists, he was very good. So I'm like, okay, repeat this form. Onto the home game against Barcelona, he was horrific. Despite giving away the penalty, he was horrific. But because we went through, people ain't going to talk about it. The Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. Because we won, and I'm not going to talk about poor performances. Go back and watch the game, people. Look who wasn't good. And then lo and behold, his poor form continues. And you know what will happen? We got Betis today now. He'll go and play well against Betis, play well against Southampton, and it'll be, all hail Bruno, captain, leader, legend. And then he'll play poor away at Betis and then poor after that, like against Fulham. And then people will forget because he'll play well after the international break. No consistency. That's my biggest issue with him. He doesn't consistently play well. It's 2-3 games playing well, 2-3 games average. Then 4-5 games poor. Then 5-6 games he's great. It's like, yo, that's not a way to build a consistency. When Liverpool were when Liverpool have had their dominant seasons under Klopp, Salah, Mane, Firmino overperforming week in, week out. Week in, week out. Van Dijk, Trent, Robertson, Alisson, week in. 9 games out of 10. Saint could probably count on one hand the amount of bad performances Mane had during that period of time in the season. It's like, right, Mane was off it today. Well, we'll be back on it next week. And more often than not, he was back on it. Same with Pep teams, same with successful United teams.
I'm going to be real. Depends what season, G.
I'm saying the successful seasons.
Oh, yeah, the successful seasons.
Yeah. I'm talking the seasons where you
won the good couple months. I was like, what are brother?
I'm talking but that ties into my point. The seasons where we was off, you lot weren't at the highest races. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking when you man were picking up big trophies. But like when he fell off, it's like, all right, you need to pattern up. So it's kind of like that. So yeah, we definitely not a United fan. We definitely not a United channel people. So don't do that, Q. I know you was probably joking. I know this. Big up Marcel. So Sarcasm City is where it's at, man. It's been my new favorite channel. Banner aside, it's all good vibes with good people over here. Yeah, man, big up. That's what it's all about. Vibes. Big up Sonny. He says, I'm off to the game tomorrow. And just like the Tinder swindler says, for every action there's a reaction. Damn, we need one. Yes, we do need a wee one. We do need one. 100% we need a reaction. And I'm expecting one today. There will be a watch along for the game as well. I said you hit the nail on the head. Bear in mind, I didn't compare him to this player, but that's who he reminds me of. He's basically a foreign Mason Mount. Yes, I've compared the two of them.
See what Mason done when he first come under Frank. Mad thing. Like, yo, this guy, bro. Like, and then you see what Bruno done when he first come on the old mad thing. They're very similar, but they both have the same production rates, the same. The only thing I'd actually say is, Bruno's silkier, like gives you more flair in that, but he's a moaner.
Yes.
Like Mason will work harder. Do you know them ones? But he's shitter. Do you know them ones there? So it's like it's just one of them ones. Like, but they're both roughly the same still.
And that's what it is. And what I realized was talking to the amount of Chelsea fans that I do content creating, when they were criticizing Mason Mount, I was like, this sounds like me talking about Bruno. Scary. And then what made it even crazier was the Chelsea fans who were defending Mason Mount sounded like the United fans who were defending Bruno. And I was like, yo, this shit is deja vu. These men are legit. Like, you can debate who's better. That's a whole different conversation. But they're frustrating the same. Go on, fam.
Sorry, LFC for the double. Exactly. Please draw up, fam. Tell them, for the people that can't hear you, bro, we got 69 points with Kabak, bro.
Kabak, Reece Williams and Nat Phillips as our centre back.
Reece Williams, yeah. Fam, he's like a minivan, bro. He's like a minivan trying to turn in a cul-de-sac. You know, like when you just can't, bro. The guy, bro, Reece Williams, his athleticism.
But said he's a minivan trying to turn in a cul-de-sac.
Bro, just there, bro. And that's just him just trying to do the one, bro. His athleticism, God's still trying to find it to dash him some. Like, yo, where did I put that? Where's the can with Reece Williams' athleticism on it? Because, bro, brother, you just got light skinned with this, and bro, he's dead food, bro, dead food. Nat Williams, he's a G. I like Nat Williams, but these man, and we got 69 points, and that's what I'm saying. Why a man talking like now? Oh my God, if they get top 4, bloody hell, Liverpool did the madness. That should be the minimum, bro. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Brother, I said bro. Reece Williams has the mobility of a bus, bro. Brother, you think it's just me? I'm not, bro. He's like running in treacle. Like, brother, how are you so slow and so leggy? Like, I don't understand. Like, you should be able to get there in a couple strides.
Yeah. Because you got long legs. Yeah. I said he's a minibus trying to turn in the cul-de-sac.
Bro. Brother,
sorry.
Bro. Give him a ball on the half turn, and you'll know what I'm talking about, bro. Bruv, man will duppy off the whole Haribo and man's still turning. What's going on? what's going on, bruv? I just finished my bag of seats and this guy's still on the move, bruv. He's bro.
Oh my God. Real jokes. Swear down, fam. Swear down. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Just please keep them United or Liverpool and Liverpool related. That's absolutely fine. Just keep your questions to those two clubs, please. Of course, if you super chat, we'll get straight to it as well. Make sure you hit the like button. How many likes are we actually on? I need to double check. Subscriber check. One more sub to get us to 5,650. One more subscriber before we close out, people. That's all.
Bro. Please.
One more sub.
Please. We do well in the show with the subs as well, you know.
Yeah,
come on, you know, man.
Well. Always hit it.
We
we're
do
at
well in
53
this show
likes.
still.
100%. Let's get to 60 likes, people. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, looking for 7 more. So go on, girls up to 60 likes, people. Girls up to 60 likes. Let's see what you're saying.
Do you remember that? I said, that's the bro. I just bumped something, so my memory's mad. But now you just said that, remember that. Do you remember the FA Cup game?
Wait, what was the score? What was the score?
2-1, I think it was. You know
what,
bro?
Did we win?
Slapped us, bro. Yeah, bro.
You scored for us,
bro. Like Reece Williams.
And my memory's not the best like that. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
Dead, bro. Like dead. Yeah, I had to come with a Wu-Tang thing, bruv. Killer bees, innit? You know them ones that have to swarm these
100%.
pom-poms. You get me?
Yeah, man.
Tell these ones
100%.
going on. No, I never even had it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. My thing's in the shed, like, and it is trapping. So I had to go and draw for a jumper before.
Yeah, man, go for a jumper. You got a heater in there, though, right? You got a heater,
bro. But it's one of them mad ones. Yeah, I got the heater. Yeah, it's
go on.
chapping. But you know when the heat, is on you, but
Yeah.
man's bare hot. Like, you know, like I'm so hot.
That's
like
me with the heater. Yeah.
But it's cold, bro. And if I even think about turning that off, yeah, I swear down you'll start to see the smoke coming out of my mouth, and that is peak out here.
Yo, it's the same. I'm the same with the heater down there. Sometimes I have to flick it on, and I'm like,
I have to just like move it away from. I'm like, yo, bro, it's too hot, bro.
And then flick it off. When you see me lean down, that's what it is. It's all bad.
I have to do that right now.
It's all bad. Yeah, man, just turn it on and then just let it bun you for a minute, and then you'll be all right. But yeah,
come on. See what we be doing to get you this content. Come on,
Facts.
bro. We
be going above and beyond, people. Trust me.
On.
Be going above and beyond. Khalid says, Saint, if the team that made a comeback against Barcelona from 3-0 down consisted of Milner, Fabinho, Henderson, Shaqiri, Origi, Mane, going into the second leg, do you think this team could do it again? He's talking about the Madrid game, of course.
That's not fair.
What you mean? That's not fair.
It's not fair.
That's not fair, yo.
It's not fair, bro. Because like Milner, what year was that, bro? Milner is a good 5 years older than bro. Like Fabinho looks like he's 10 years older from that game. Henderson, the system was. It was optimum prime, you know, like that. It was perfect, and Henderson was playing that role beautifully. Now we don't really have that system, and sometimes Henderson finds himself just because he don't really know what to do. Do you know them ones there? Shaqiri, we don't have Shaqiri, Origi, we don't have Origi, and Mane. But I get what your point. I get what you're saying. But what man said when Flawless said at that time when we were winning things and we was optimum, and this is that time. See that Barcelona optimum. Yeah, I mean, we are far from that. So all we've got is confidence, vibes, and we don't even have legacy because we're playing Real Madrid. They got more legacy.
Yeah, they got more.
You know, like that.
Legacy card, Joe.
They can lay the legacy card and all of that. So we ain't even got that, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, shoot, it's mad. You know what it is? We'll beat them. We just ain't going through, bro.
So you reckon what, like a 2-1 or something?
Yeah, like we do them things there, like, you know, them win them battles. Like, yeah, we beat them on the night, but we ain't going through. I don't see it. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong, but yeah, like it's
kind of peak. No, I hear what you're saying. No, I hear that.
You know what? You know what? Yeah. When we came back from 3-0 down against Barca, that didn't have nothing to do with them. We had the type of games that Flawless was talking about where we played exceptional. Like we were all over them, bro. Look at the corner and that. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what was going on. Anyone, like, do you know what I mean? We were playing out of our skins. No one, even till this day, because of how good we played, no one really says, raw, Barcelona shagged that. How many times?
It's more so how good you lot were.
It's more so like, yo, Liverpool smashed that, you know, like, no one really goes around saying it because we smashed. If we were to come back, I think it would be Real Madrid flopping the thing, bro. Like, the
conversation there, would be right. Real Madrid
would be like, how did you? Yeah, like that. We're not in that. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah.
Nah, I hear what you're saying. Big up to Hybrid as well. Local Badger says, I've just subscribed and liked on my Lone Wolf Emperor account. Flawless respect, brother. Yeah, man, big up. Man. And see that? That's how much I fuck with you like that. I will have a show for the ups. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Liverpool are, but we're here. Normally it's Tuesday nights, people, because Chelsea were playing Dortmund. That's why I moved the Q&A. But we'll do it next week as well because the Real Madrid-Liverpool game is Wednesday. So we'll bring you this show next week, Wednesday. But then after that, we'll be back to Tuesdays, people. But it's better to do it after the game than it is before the game. I'm sure, I'll have more questions for Saint and there'll be more to talk about. Could be a historic Liverpool win, I'm saying, or just a Liverpool win. or Madrid win.
We've done the historic Liverpool win. We've done that already.
Oh, is it against us? So we the historic.
Yeah.
You might get another one in it. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully. Well,
that's like he's convinced. He says, bro, last season Chelsea went to the Bernabeu and were 10 minutes away from completing the greatest comeback. Real Madrid said, we are him. They have that heritage. He's right. Because I watched that.
Well, I already said that. That's what I'm saying. Like, against anyone else, man can do the heritage card and that, but we can't do the heritage card against Madrid. So that just cancels itself out. We're just going to go and just, you get me, kick ball and see what I'm going. Like,
yeah, man, just don't get you. I think at that point, I'm just not looking to get embarrassed, even if you go there and draw. I think from an aggregate score perspective, don't go there and get.
Because I was gonna say we've already done that. We've already
That's what I was saying though, innit? Like you don't want to go there. You don't want it to be an Arsenal team. When you go there and get beat 5 and it's like it's 10-2 on aggregate. We're the troops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't shout out troops.
Twice,
yo. Twice, 10-2 on aggregate. Couldn't get my ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out troops, yo.
Man catching strays. Sorry.
Shout out troops. Hey, that troops was shooting at me on his podcast, you know what I'm saying? The entire time, man. 2 hours that shit was on, you know what I'm saying? Hella bullet holes in the vest and that. Hella bullet holes in the vest. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's life. That's life. You get what I'm saying? Man doing the Matrix thing, yo. Just hella just shooting, yo. Just shooting. You know what I'm saying? I was aimed to killing that. You know what I'm saying? And that. No chest shots. It was all headshots, yo. Headshots after headshots.
Yeah. Flawless there trying to throw leg horses shoes and that. I didn't have no ammo.
Like I'm a loving hip hop or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on Love Island, when they argue on Big Brother and they dash water at each other. That's what man's on. I don't know artillery. And the Dominic said, where did I get the vest from? My Don got it for me. He got one made for me. Tox has got one and he got one himself. Shout out to Scops. That's who it was. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where he got it from. I need to chat to him as well. Yeah, Troops is a true Don. That's my guy. That's why he was on here last week. We got Troops every single time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't read out the comments.
Ha, Prime. 7 bullet holes in the vest. That's ironic. Hey, you know what, Prime? Fuck you in it. How about that? Fuck you, Prime.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. One of them results that everyone needed it. Like, Chelsea needed that. Like, let's relax and actually laugh at someone else. Like,
it is great. You know what I'm saying? When it's been all about you, that's why I'm here. Say again.
Big up Spurs. Big up the Spurs gang and that.
Yeah, big up Spurs for going out as well. Yeah, that
each and every time. Come on.
Spurs just Conte in Europe, you know what I'm saying? And that's what now I'm waiting on. After that defeat, I'm like, I need one of the big 6. I need something embarrassing round the corner in it this weekend. In it. I need Bournemouth to beat you lot like 4-5-0. Or I need Chelsea to lose heavily. Or City or someone to lose heavily. Go on, talk about it, fam. Go on.
Romero, bro. Like, brother, you are like, you're a defender and you tackle like Paul Scholes. What's fucking wrong with you, bruv? Like, what's going on? And you're Argentinian as well, so you got no chill. You got no chill, bro. Like, seriously, flawless. Did you see it? You ain't seen it?
Nah, I've not seen it because I was watching Bayern PSG. What did he do?
Bro, he's on a yellow. And it was a 50-50, but the malice, bro, when he's gone
he's gone in heavily with the challenge.
It wasn't even what, like, it was, come on, brother. That is definitely a yellow. It's like, fam, where's your football intelligence to know that, I'm on a yellow, let me, like, bro. And the thing is as well, because he's actually not a bad defender. He's actually all right, like, but
this guy,
diabolical, bro. I'm telling
Eddie
you,
Wild, yo.
He's a terrorist, bro. I'm telling you, he's a maniac, bro. Maniac, fam.
Was it just OTT? Yeah, man. That's what X said, man. He's rash, man. Rash like a pack of bacon. That's what Expression said. Yo.
Fam,
he's just
mate. And you need a goal, and you go down 10. It was just like so Spursy.
What minute did he get sent off? Let us know in the chat.
Early. It was like it wasn't too early. Still, it was like
let us know in the chat, please, people. Let us know in the chat.
I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? Like,
Prime, you're Egypt, man. You're Egypt. You joke, man.
78.
So it was late, like.
Yeah. It was late. That's why I knew it wasn't early. It wasn't early. But They needed one goal, bro. The last thing, oh fam. And these man ain't attacking either. Like they ain't doing no type of attacking. It's just bare side to side, back. It's mad, bro. So for you to then go 10, what? These men are then gonna turn into attacking, brother. You knew what time it was. That's why everyone knew what time it was. It's like, oh my god, with 11 man we suck. Like, fucking hell, bro. Nah, Tottenham, man. They're just remember last week, yeah? Remember last week? I said out of the top 6, yeah, in terms of our actual trajectory,
Spurs were the only one we looked at and went.
And you said, what Spurs? I said,
yes.
He said Spurs. I literally said that.
You did say
Spurs. Come on, man.
Yeah, you said Spurs. You did say that. 100%. You say Spurs. And it's kind of like no one was surprised, even though I did predict them to go through tonight because I don't rate AC Milan. I was like, when I watched the last 10 minutes because their game got delayed, and it didn't look like Spurs were a goal away from taking it to extra time. We're literally potentially a goal away from going through to a Champions League quarterfinal, and there was just no push. They had the header from Kane from the free kick, and then that was legit it. And I'm like, yeah, but that's Conte for you though. Conte in Europe sucks. He really does. His record is horrific. You lot continue to get your questions in. Over 80 of you lot locked in, which is big. Girls up to 70 likes, people. We're at 62. Girls up to 70 likes. Assad says, Flawless is an absolute legend. Man fully pulled out the bulletproof vest for the 7-0 loss. It's only right, of course. You've actually become one of my favorite content creators this week. Hey, big up, man. I appreciate it.
Only this week? Come on.
I think it's more so what it is, because a lot of people didn't know. And a lot of United fans and then other content creators went into hiding. And I think people expected me, not expected, but looked at it and went, right, this guy actually didn't hide and didn't duck. Like, no, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I said that. As soon as it happened, I did the watch along, finished the watch along on Saeed's channel, was on Shameless, did the Q&A, Troops' channel the next day, Battle of the North, which is Hassam, you know what I'm saying, on 2 separate streams. That's all long, but yo, man's out here. So I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you.
That's exactly how they played, bro. Chris Ryan said, I think Conte done a good job defending a 1-0 loss. But that's how it looked like they were playing. Bro, you've absolutely wrapped. Bro, if you could tell me, because you ain't seen it, how were they playing like that?
Yeah,
I swear down, you would have thought, oh yeah, these men are 1-0. Like, bro, I couldn't believe it.
That's terrible, yo, man. Wow. I think Conte done a good job.
And you know what? You know when the team, when the team's like a bit tentative and you can see the manager going mad, like, bro, get the ball up there, we do it. Bro, it looked like Conte was an orchestra conductor, fam. He was cool with it.
Yeah. You just...
Yo, back to the fullback. Safe. Like, brother, so what's going on, Conte? My man's cool. Yeah. Safe. Hey, what you doing running? Bring it back. I said, what? Oh my days, bro. Please, man.
That's bad. Man said he was just calm and just,
calm. Real calm. These men were doing up side to side, fake. I'm gonna give you the fake side, back, and he was cool, bro. I said, Jesus, how do you get the 2 biggest winners in football? The 2 biggest winners in football, bro.
Crazy,
is Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho's names are gonna be in there. If I ask you, who are the 2 biggest winners in football, bro? Like, they're gonna be up there.
It's mad. It's mad, yo. Yeah, Conte, because Conte is so, like, as an elite manager, he's so overrated. Like, Graham Potter's won the same amount of knockout Champions League ties as he has. That tells you all you need to know. Graham Potter.
He still won. He's still got cups.
He still won cups. Yeah.
Hella, Syria, Meaty, cups, bro. If you want a cup, bro, one of them, bro, and they still can't get. Brother, you can get Zidane, Rude boy. You man are doomed, bro. There's
certain with them in it. Like, they have the issues that PSG have in Europe. Spurs just have that in general, in terms of they don't seem to be able to get over the line and just buy. You need to go get a proactive manager.
Do you know how Spursy they are?
Go on.
They had Pep, yeah. Wouldn't give man no money. Sacked Pep, yeah. Then gave the money that they should. Poch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Then sacked Poch. Then the money they should have given Poch, they gave it to Mourinho. Yeah, and Conte and these man. Did what's his name have any peas? Wolves man.
You talking about Nuno? I think he spent some money, but it wasn't big.
A little bit of money, but they really gave the bag to Conte and Mourinho, dead, and now they might get Poch back.
Well, that's not the way. Like when you look at all the work Poch did at the time, he didn't win the trophy, but getting him to a Champions League final, making them consistently a top 4 side, which people underestimate as well. Why not give him money and see what he could do?
Why not give him the money?
You
sacked him, gave next man dead, and we should just give him the.
Just give Poch the money and let him try and reinvest, and then you're probably gonna go back to Poch, which I actually think is the right move for them. Because at this moment, they've gone from 100%. Footballing terrorist to footballing terrorist to footballing terrorist. They had Mourinho, then they had Nuno, then they went to to Conte.
They sold their footballing soul just for a trophy. Still ain't got it. You might as well just play good football now, B. You know them ones there, like just trophy or football. Not, just play football that you're actually happy to entertain and to watch. Because you know them ones there, bro. Man sold their soul, their footballing soul for a trophy, bro. Yeah, give me this, I don't care. Just give me the trophy. You got nothing.
That's where they're at. It's like, and that's where they're at the point at the ground. They're just like, yo, just give us good football. Give us a 4-3 defeat rather than a 1-0 loss, like the way they went out tonight. Like, man, like Chris said, I think Conte did a good job at defending a 1-0 loss. That is crazy. That is crazy.
No, listen, listen, I don't really do this because I'll rate each and every one of you, like, in the chat, especially here, like, at all 20 past 1 and that. Like, do you know what I mean? Nice. Love for you, man, still being in here, hitting the like button, make sure you're doing that, subscribing and all of that. But, come on, man. We ain't going to do that today. We ain't gonna give out no type of dead bants. Like, if you're gonna come, and you can't come because you've been slapped 7-0. So just do what Flawless done and just take it and we move on. But we ain't gonna do the whole congratulations to Liverpool for winning the trophy, for beating Man United by 7. Like, brother, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Yeah. That's dead. Like, we ain't doing that. Flawless has been very, very, I mean?
Yo, this is smoke. Like, yo, them man lost 7, smoke them. Get cooked them. I'm not defending
5-2. I was cooking my team, bro. Man, what? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. You have to just take the team, bro. You have to take
that's
it.
Why I was
you know, Sire. You have to take it. Sorry, I had to hurt you, but come on. You know.
Yeah. Big up saying, man. That's my guy because he's always here. But that's what
he knows. Like, he already knew, bro. That's why I thought you knew, bro. You knew what time it was, bro. You knew what time. Come on.
And that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, if people talk, yo, all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? When you look at all the obvious streams I've been on, when people have spoke about the game, I've shut up and said nothing. No pushback. Any clip you see me pushing back about people is because something's been said that's outside of that game. Like if someone's talking about Casemiro outside of that game, talking about like our entire season. Like when I stayed and I said Manchester United can still have a 10 out of 10 season. And Hassan was trying to tell me, large up Hassan every time though, trying to tell me no. And I'm like, yo, our season is not the be-all and end-all. Like, oh, you can't. Yes, we can. I said, if we go and pick up 3 trophies this season, that is a 10 out of 10 season. 110%. Like, yes, this is the worst defeat. I'm trophies over everything. I state that all the time. Yeah, for bragging rights and jokes, and we're going to get bantered, and this will be a pub question forever. You know what I'm saying? What's Manchester United's biggest defeat in the Premier League? This will be on so many pub quizzes from now till the end of time. But I'm all about trophies.
What's the biggest?
Yeah.
What's the biggest?
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be on the chase.
That you've had it in a half, like, you know that way there.
Yeah, it's going to be them ones and that. Yeah, it's going to be on question of the sport, league of their own, the chase, all of them. It's going to be a question. It's going to be that type of question, and it's like, yeah, that's all well and good, and that's a part of like the history. But that's a part of history now. But I'm looking at it like, okay, if we was in a Premier League title race, I'd be more pissed off. Then I would be upset.
Flawless. Just giving me a little mixer, yeah. Don't you dare add the hard juice to my thing and make it a cocktail, bro.
I'm not
fam. If you by any means slip up and we finish above you,
go on, talk about it.
And then add it onto so this is just a mixer. We done a little 7-0 against you, cool in it. But we go and finish above you, man, and I consider that the hard juice to my cocktail, fam. Bro, I will cook you and Ten Hag for... Bro, you, man, you better put a pin in it. This show, if that happens, it's gonna be mad, bro. Don't let that happen, you know. Don't let that happen.
But outside of that, it would be horrific for that to happen, and it would be poor for that to happen. One, I don't think it will happen, but if it does, what did we do outside?
I don't think it will.
I don't think it will. What happens? Like, put it this way: if we only win the Carabao Cup and you don't do that, yeah, I'll be annoyed. If we go pick up them 2 other trophies and you lot finish above us, I'm like, all right, that's poor from a league standpoint. Was our season a success? I'm looking again, people. We had a trophy. Well, we've had a trophy now, but we hadn't had a trophy in 6 years. I'm looking at trophies because there's no guarantee that you win trophies. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no guarantee that you can that trophies there. We just went when United last won their trophy. I didn't think at that point. I know United fans thought, yeah, we're gonna go 6 years without one. Same with Liverpool, same with Chelsea, same with Manchester City. You never think, all right, we're gonna go. So enjoy every trophy, and that's why I savored the Carabao Cup, because there's no even though I think we go on and win these 2 trophies this summer, there's no guarantee this season. It's not a guarantee. So I savor every single trophy.
And you know what? He's spot on as well. And I'm not shameless because really and truly, I don't really mean fuck all if we're above Man United. We're out of every cup. You know them ones there. They're gonna win 2 cups. I'm fuming. I'm fuming. I don't care. Like, that's for certain man. Like I said, that way, like, you man will ride with Klopp until the end of the earth, and 4th will be like the pinnacle. And to get 4th and then beat Man United, oh my God, it would be like, I still would be pissed. Like, you know them.
Yeah, because that's not your aim in it. There's no. Yeah, it's good, but it's good for talking points and banter and jokes. Yeah, we clapped you lot and then pulled it back and then managed to finish 4th or finish above you. But what did you win in the end?
For what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's the end game?
Nah, bro. Nah.
Like, that's what it is. It's like, what's the end game? And Takuya says, also, Casemiro is flawless soft spot. I don't have a soft spot because Casemiro performs at a high level. I don't need to defend Casemiro because just look at his performances. Take the Anfield performance aside. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said take the Anfield game aside, which I will not defend him for. Talk about him in that game. Other than that, he's been exceptional the entire season. Exceptional. And again, if he contributes, he's contributed to us getting 1 trophy. If he contributes us to getting 2 or 3, add on top of that, finishing in the top 3, I go, you did your job this season. You did more than I expected, and that's where I'm coming from with this Manchester United season as well. The expectations have changed because we've done so well, but at the start of the season, the expectation was 5th or 6th, and give me a Carabao Cup, and I'll take your arm off for that right now. I would take 6 in the Carabao Cup, but yeah, go on.
That's what he's saying. He's not talking like he's guaranteed. He's talking that's where his levels of his expectations are, and that's why, like, I'm not bigging up myself, but I rate man like flawless, and we're not scared to say this is our level of expectation. Yeah, you know them ones there, like, this is it. This is us drawing it right in the sand. So when we fall short of it or whatever the case may be, we can then be like, you get it. Certain man don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
Don't want to do that. I'm trophies over everything. So that, and I said this Maradona because
he's saying that very, 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 very confidently. So for him to then end up with no trophies, it's like, yo, what happened? But it doesn't matter because now that's his standard. You get it?
Yeah,
and
I'm saying
that's why, and that's mine. That's why I said if they win trophies and we beat them, I'm fuming. I'll say that now. So when it happens, I say, bro, I done told you. I'm fuming. It don't matter. Yeah,
it don't matter. And that's where I'm at. I'm not saying so. Maradona, I specifically said as well when I was talking about, I said, there's no guarantee we go on and win them trophies. Am I confident? Yes. I'm very, very confident. 110%. I'm very, very confident of winning trophies. But it doesn't necessarily mean we will. And he said it's fair, but I was referring to the convo with Hassam yesterday. Yeah, and I'm still standing on that. Just because I'm very confident. Yes, I told Hassam 3 out of 3. But that's just to get at Hassam. Because I know his team can't win any. And I know he has no comeback to that. Come on, man. You know what it's like when you are dealing with Hassam. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dirty. You know what I'm straight? Low blows, elbows in the face, all of that. There's no sportsman like Hassam's my don. That's my guy. We talk outside of this. But when we are smart, we even no sparring. We don't spar. It's straight up scrap.
Man gave him the old school, rock, bro. You know them one. You know the old school. Yo, what was it? It doesn't matter. Yo,
it's a straight up scrap. There's no friendly sparring, and that is there. It's low blows. It's pokes in the eyes. It's the Eddie Guerrero thing for those that know about wrestling. It's everything. We do anything to win when we're debating. Anything. That's just a straight up war. You know what I'm saying? We go to war. We aim to kill. You know what I'm saying in that. So that's why I'm saying when I was talking to Hassam. But I'm still confident of at least 2 out of the 3 trophies. Absolutely. Yeah, big up. I appreciate this, man. Big up Highbury's local badger. Says these two brothers on the panel have elite mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
And that's what it is. And I'll state that. And if we don't win, even though we've had a successful season already, and here's the thing is, it's not success or no success in some instances. Manchester United, in my opinion, have already had a successful season. Now the question is how successful? If we go on to not win any more trophies, all right, good season. If we Carabao Cup top 4, good season. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and top 4, great season. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, and top 4. Oh, 10 out of 10. You man did everything and more. There's no more I could ask for from that team. You man overachieved. You man won every trophy possible that I think you are capable, because you're not good enough to win the Premier League. So I exclude that. We're in 4 competitions. I never thought we could win the Premier League. So I said exclude that. The 3 other trophies are viable. You man won every trophy possible. And on top of that, got into the top, solidified us as one of the 4 best teams. Not this winning the Champions League and finishing 6th, which obviously I would take. But my point is, you've solidified us in the league as well. We've had some consistent form. I'm like, yo, props to you. But there still needs to be improvements made. And that's what it is. That's how personally how I look at it. But obviously all fans are different.
Bro, yeah. You know what? There's certain man that will, you got to know what type of fan you are, innit? I've got I know certain fans where like, bun Man United over everything. Bun Man United over everything, bro. I'm not like that, brother. Honestly. Like, you see what Flawless just said? Yo, if we got the Europa League, the this and that, the that and that, bro, I'll give you back your 7-0. Just to make sure you get that. You know, like that. Like, bro, real talk, bro. I'll give you back your 7-0, bro, just to make sure that don't happen. Calm. But there's certain man that, bro. One man United, bro, of everything, bro. If I can beat them 10-0, I don't care what they end up winning, but I've just got to beat them 10. Bro, that's just where it is. But I'm not like that, bro. You know them ones there. It's not me.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's legit. Like, and that's legit what it is. I said this to Sam like when we was going back and forth. And again, cause I know a lot of you lot watched it. Large on my guy Troops every single time. When I said we can still have a 10 out of 10 season, because I said, yeah, the 7-0's terrible, but I'm looking at the season. You know what I'm saying? We've had terrible, not as defeats as bad as this in terms of scoreline, but we've had terrible defeats in successful seasons. So I don't focus on that. Like I had to Google it to remember, because I know we got slapped by Chelsea. We got slapped by Chelsea 5-0 in 99. It was the 99 team. So it was early after the treble. It was early season, 5-0.
Well,
and he had Lewis on, and he was like, I remember.
We won the Champions League and got slapped 7-2 by Villa. Like, you know them ones there.
That season, yeah, it was. I forgot.
It happens, bro. Season. Like, it just don't matter. Like, you get me? It don't. Who talks about that Villa loss now? Who really?
Wow.
Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Like, people will run bants, but it's like, Liverpool won the champs that season.
Like, you get it.
Like, and that's how I'm looking at it. Like, I'm not hearing anything. I'm trophies over anything. Like when I said on Troops' pod, and I said, I will take Manchester United getting beat 7-0 at Anfield for the next 7 years if it means every season we win 3 trophies. Obviously, throw in a couple of the majors, so a Champions League and a Premier League. But if you can guarantee me 3 trophies for Manchester United, I will take me and beat 7-0 at Anfield for the next 7 years. Because I'm trophies over everything. Yes, it'll be bad. It's wounding.
You know what
it's humiliating. I'm trophies over everything. That's just me, though.
I think it's like we're quite old school Flawless. Do you know them ones there? Like I think it's how we like, you know what I mean? Like I don't think the
the school of thought.
Like that. Do you know what I mean? Like
because you know what it is?
Yeah, like
because they're not only getting bantered in person as we were in primary school, high school, college, workplace. They're getting all of those things, but also social media.
Yeah,
social media. Whereas like we've dealt with everything. So social media, me getting I've been getting bantered. I've been getting bantered, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a Liverpool fan and I'm from London. I've been getting bantered most of my life, bro. Do you understand? Like it's nothing. So that's why I know what it's like when I literally have to cling on to just beating you lot and you man are still talking about but we won the league, innit? You get it? So that's why I don't want to go back there. Like it's all jokes aside, but let's pattern up. You know them way there. Like that's just my PTSD. Kicking it, you know, like that.
Like, I hear you, fam. I hear you. And to Marcel as well, who says, he made a couple good points. He says, Flawless. What if you don't win another trophy and don't make top 4? That would be disappointing from the position we are now in, because that means we go out of the Europa, we go out of the FA Cup, and kind of capitulate in the Premier League. But overall, when I look back at it, I've stopped being mad. I'd still go, yeah, that's still above my expectations for the start. Because they still match my my expectations. As I said, 5th or 6th and a Carabao Cup. That's where I was at the very, very start of the season. Now I'm sat here saying 3 trophies or 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. I'm saying 2 trophies minimum and top 4. Now, even though I don't count top 4 like that, that's just a bonus. I'm focusing more on the trophies. When this happened, I'd be disappointed. Yeah, that's the key word. It's still progression. And if we don't, I don't want to scrape top 4 and then be also running the Champions League. Because I know what that's like. Atletico Madrid, when we played them, even though we didn't get battered, it felt that way. Because we got beat by an also red. I want to be at worst case scenario in the Champions League as a dark horse. I don't want to be there to make up the numbers for what? Put us back in, as much as I don't like it, put us back in the Europa League because that's our level. So if we didn't make top 4, I'm not happy about that.
This is what man's saying, you know. It takes a big fan to like actually deep the mentality that man's actually like, yeah, and I raise that. That's
was horrific. The way we got beat by Atletico, but because it wasn't 7-0, 4-5-0, people ain't gonna remember it. I sat and watched those 2 games. Atletico Madrid are not great. And we drew 1-1 over there, actual good result. And then they beat us at Old Trafford 1-0, and we just went out with a whimper.
And it's because you, man, do you know what it was as well? So you, man, come with chest. Like, you, man, actually thought you were going to beat them. You're like, yeah, they're beatable. Like, we can do this. You know them? And then especially because you won that first game, it was like you was almost looking past them. You know them ones there?
Yeah, because we drew it was the draw away, and it's like, all right, that's always a good result. Draw away from home, beat them at OT. And I was confident of it, but I was like, there's no guarantee.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Yeah, you got the draw. That's it. Yes, it was
no guarantee.
because it was João Felix header, isn't it?
João Felix, and then I think Alanga then equalized.
Yeah. I remember.
Alanga equalized, and then I was like, all right, cool. And then the way we went out, it was just so. It was disheartening. Yeah, go on, Fab.
Can I say something? Yeah, on that. Yeah, for me, it would be a little worrying. Yeah, because like Flawless says, progression. It's progression and how you got there. So. Flawless has said that he wanted 6th. What was your ambition? What was your thing?
Yeah, I said 5th or 6th and a Carabao Cup, fam. That's what I said.
5th and 6th for a Carabao Cup, yeah?
Yeah, and a Carabao Cup. That's what I was like. I'm cool with that.
Now, that's calm. They got the Carabao Cup, yeah, that's calm. But you got to look at where they are. Now, like he said, that'll be disappointing. So for me, if they, from where they are now, if they didn't win no other cup, and they came out of the top 4, that would mean at some point they capitulated, much like they did in this game. Do you understand?
Capitulated, yes.
Much like they did in this game, much like they have done earlier on in the season. That would mean that it's a mentality thing starting to creep in. You know them ones there. So I actually I'd love that because it'll mean that there's something that he'd have to actually, you know what I mean? Like you have to look at not just like it at the end of the day, man would just look at but they came 5th. Like they don't. You got to look at how the journey. Do you get it?
The journey, it's not just looking at stats. Kind of like when you look at a striker, you don't just look at his goals to see how good he is. How does he play?
Exactly.
Is he a foil for the team? Does he fit in with the system?
He's 5 and 6, but then Mane bagged in 6 games beforehand. Do you know? You got to look at the journey, bro, and that would mean that as well as they were doing, something happened and they just went, like, do you know what I mean? And so that would, I would be like, yeah.
And that's how I'm looking at it. Like, okay, show me who you are. I don't want to be in the unknown about my team. At the start of the season, it was unknown because Ten Hag was unknown. We knew about Casemiro's level. Malacia unknown. Martinez unknown. Anthony unknown. We knew about Eriksen. Ronaldo was here. We didn't know what was going on. Is Rashford's form going to turn around? There were so many question marks. So far, majority of the questions have been answered. I can tell you where I think Ten Hag's level is. Martinez's level, Malacia, Anthony, Casemiro. But we knew about Casemiro's level. We knew about Eriksen. Rashford's still here. Ronaldo's gone. Sancho's back. I can give you more answers. There's nothing worse than just being shrouded in uncertainty just from not knowing because you don't have a big enough sample size. And that's legit what it is. Now I have a big enough sample size to gauge where everybody's at and where we need to improve on what's going on. Obviously, there'll be hiccups in the road and stuff you don't expect, and certain players will exceed your expectations. Certain players will fall short. And Ten Hag might look at Ten Hag's thought process might be different. Well, it will be different to mine. There might be certain positions he's looking at I don't personally think he's looking at, or certain positions we need to address where he doesn't go and address for whatever reason. but I like where we're heading. Just because, yes, it's a terrible defeat at Anfield, 110%, but it doesn't stop the progress of where we're heading, and we're on an upwards trajectory, and that's why I like. For the first time in years, I can look at the team, look at the manager, and go, I can see what we're trying to build. And I agree with you, Assad. You said you must win another trophy. Absolutely. Before this game, it was imperative. It just adds to it now. And that's why the last ManDemUtd I did on Tuesday with Ivorian, I said the FA Cup and Europa League are now even more important. They were already of the highest importance. They're already at critical importance. Whatever's higher than critical is now in. You know what I'm saying? It was a cold red, now it's a cold dark red. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. It's a dark red. Like, they owe us both of those now. So I'm hoping to see a response today against Betis, and hoping to see a response for the rest of the season, because we play not even just before the international break. We could be in the quarterfinals of the Europa League and the FA Cup semi-final. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. Then it's something to look forward to and to build towards after the international break. Go win the FA Cup, go win the Europa League. Not saying we necessarily win both, but I want at least one. And I'm looking at the Europa League, because the only obstacle I really see there is Arsenal. And I think even if we play Arsenal, they'll play a weakened side because they're chasing the Premier League. But I'm hoping they go out to, they've got Lisbon. So hopefully Sporting Lisbon do the business. I said to Flawless, I can't lie. If you win another trophy and finish below Liverpool, you better run away. Never run away, man. I'm always here. Always. Bro, how can you... Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
Quick one, yeah? You know that Alisson's got more GA than Anthony, yeah?
That's crazy. I did not know that. How much GNA has Alisson got?
He's got an assist, didn't it? He got two assists, I think. And
he's got Anthony's definitely got goals, but he's not on the assists.
He got no assists, bro, and I swear he's only scored one goal.
What, in the Prem?
Not in the Prem. I think he scored in Europa, no?
Nah, he scored in Europa because he scored the winner against Barca.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then he scored against Arsenal as well.
Oh,
he scored against Arsenal as well. That's crazy. And Tamabadu says, bro, how can you still have faith in Sancho? We need to sell him and Anthony if we ever want to be as dominant as Arsenal or Manchester City. The reason why with Sancho is because I'm judging him off, one, I have faith in Ten Hag. Two, Sancho is talented as well, and I've seen an improvement in his game. Does he need to improve further? Yes. So it's not faith. It's more so I have faith in the manager. That's what it is. Anthony just got here. So I'm going to give you at least a season to settle in, but he does need to improve as well. And to say I'd be as dominant as Arsenal or Manchester City.
I was just about
what have Arsenal won?
I was just about to jump on that, Flawless. I was about to be like, whoa. What do you mean as dominant as Arsenal?
What did Arsenal do?
They're having a good season, B. Yeah. That's not dominance.
This is over the top, man. What have Arsenal won? Dominant. Words matter, people. Like, Arsenal haven't been, even if Arsenal win the Premier League, they haven't been dominant.
They haven't been dominant. They've been anything but, like, brother. Yeah. I was just about to jump on that, like, whoa.
Yeah,
Man City, that's dominance.
Man City, yes, that's dominance. 4 Premier Leagues in 5 years is dominance. Yes, you know what I'm saying? That's dominance. Well, yeah, that's what it is. And to LFC for the double says Arsenal. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, Anthony did score in his first 3 games. Yeah, because he went on that run. He did. He went on a mad run in his first 3. He did.
And now he's in the squad.
Anthony, isn't if you want to be the juggernaut? Isn't it if you want to be the juggernaut? You want to be back to? I'll see. I'm still reserving judgment on Anthony because it's his first season here, and if he's not good enough, guess what? He'll be moved on or become a squad player. Either or. But I'm not going to draw a line in the sand because of his first 6 months at 22 years old.
Says us that's got Ice Spice in our back 4. Come on.
Nah, Gomez don't start for you like week in, week out though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with the juggernaut like thing, like Anthony, and the thing is, we still have other areas to improve. It's not just on Anthony. It's not just on him. Flawless, what about Roma? You don't think facing them will be a problem? No. I don't think any team...
Mourinho!
Yeah, any team under Mourinho is a problem in 2023.
Boy, you better hope them boys don't come back and bite you in the bottom.
No, I'm saying no. Even if they knock us out, they won't win the competition. Mourinho's done, man. I'm saying, is he still good enough to win the Europa League? Yes, but like when I say Mourinho's done, he's done at the top level. Mourinho is done at the top level.
I don't give a shit about winning no competition. We're only interested about your game, bro. So don't try and give yourself a safety net, you pussy, bro. You think I'm not wise to your games? Man clocked it for yeah, like that, bro. Nah, bro. You better come with that chat that you was talking about. No, man. No, I'm not worried about them, man, at all. Stay with that. About try and give yourself an out. Of course I clocked it. Wow.
Say it smart, Say it smart.
Well, you think because I'm out here talking, I'm on my knees, bro. I thought he'll give himself a nice little safety, then carry on chatting and no one will clock. Nah, but not me. You better come with that same chest. So flawless, so unanimous. Flawless is not worried about Roma at all, bro. He thinks they're pussies. And Mourinho is a dickhead. That's what he's saying. Full stop. There ain't nothing else to say, bro. I lie? Yes.
Say Klopp the Pine as well, that's bad funny, Oh my god. Oh. Say Klopp the Pine, but yeah, all jokes aside, yes, I'm not worried about Roma. If we get knocked out by Roma, I'll be pissed. Put it this way: if I go one further to put it into context because it's the Liverpool context, United shirt.
I love the vim you come with. Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm saying the context in terms of I'll be more pissed if we get knocked out by Roma over 2 legs than I am losing to Liverpool 7-0 in the Premier League this season. I'll be more annoyed because that's a competition we can genuinely win, and to go out to Roma, where are Roma in? Let me see, in Serie A, where are they at? Let's have a look because these things matter. Hold up, let me see where they're at. I'm saying, and I said it with chest. I just tried to, because I know what you lot like, innit? You know what I'm saying? I just merely point. I know what you lot like.
I knew when you clocked. He said, "Oh shit, that was just too clippable. That was way too clippable." I was.
Because I heard you again, like, "Yo, be careful." When you was like, "Be careful,"
I said, "Well, the way."
So yeah, Roma are currently 4th in.
Mourinho is a scumbag, bro. Don't do up where they are in the. Well enough to know that Mourinho is.
Yeah, he is. But I'm pointing out the fact is, if we can't beat the 4th team in Serie A, then we ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? And we need to go back to the drawing board. That's how I'm looking at Betis, who are 5th in the league. No disrespect, I'm not saying the league's poor. Don't get a mistake. I'm not saying they're family. But if Manchester United are to where we want to go to and be improving at the level and how much I rate the manager, how much I rate the players, we should be able to get past the Roma. And if we don't, I'd be pissed. You know what I'm saying? Same way, if we don't get past the Betis, I'd be pissed. I said this before Barcelona. I said if we don't get past Barcelona, I will be pissed.
They're pretty mid.
I believe this is my point. If we could, if I run through Roma's team, I'm like, would I swap for the players who I know? Because I don't know their team like that, so I'm not gonna lie. Do I swap out any of our? Do I go? Yeah, let me go get such and such. You know what I'm saying? Do I go get a Dybala?
Is Abraham still bagging for them?
I'm not even sure. I didn't even know Wijnaldum was there. Look, Wijnaldum, Majic, Dybala,
Wijnaldum,
Chris Smalling. Look at the players I'm naming, people.
Oh, what? Tammy not there no more now?
Nah, yeah, Tammy's still there. He's still there. But look, Smalling, Majic, Wijnaldum, Dybala, Tammy Abraham. If we can't be a team consisting of these players, then it's a wrap. And we need to go back to the drawing board. And we need to invest. We need to invest anyway, but we need to invest even more heavily. So to answer your question, Prime, no, I'm not shook of Roma, no. Same way I wasn't scared of Barcelona. And everyone would say so. Hey, Marcel, you told me that Barcelona was going to source us too.
Fingers crossed, bro.
What happened?
Crossed, like that. Happened?
I even fingers crossed. People would say, you know what the thing is saying? People were telling me this about Barca. And I sat here and said the exact same thing. If we draw Barcelona, we'll knock them out. This is before we drew them. This is when they was in the Champions League, and they got knocked out. And I was like, I said verbatim, they're going to finish 3rd. And they finished 3rd in their group because they're not that good. Then when we drew them, people were like, "Oh, Barcelona are going to knock you out." I said, "No, they're not." I said, "We have the better manager, and stylistically, we match up well against them." After the 2-2, oh yeah, they're going to beat you at OT. Word on everything I love. Go to the second leg. The watch along still on the channel. At halftime, I say verbatim, when we're 1-0 down, yeah, we're going to go through. And people was arguing me in the chat, blah, blah, blah. And then, boom, we won the game, crickets. You know what I'm saying? And that tumbleweed in the chat. I was there clicking F5, thinking the StreamYard had broke. I was on the YouTube creator on my other laptop right here, clicking F5 because the chat was hella slow. Everyone had so much smoke at halftime during that game. So it's like, yeah, I'm not scared of Dybala or Wijnaldum in 2023 under Jose Mourinho. This is not Jose Mourinho in 2006. This is Jose Mourinho in 2023. There's a reason he's at Roma. No disrespect. But there's a reason he's there and can't get a top job anymore. When Mourinho used to go to a club, it was to go and win the league. But yeah, we move. You lot continue to bump up the likes as well before we close out.
You bump up the likes.
Change channels, the links in the title as well. Let's see what else you lot got have said of that. And to Mohammed, who says by dominate, I mean how they dominate literally every team they play on the pitch. I'm not even talking about errors or anything, bro. It's because you said dominate. In regards to that, quickly
and
before we close out, you put it in Save the City. Arsenal are further along in their project. People realize that United are in season 1 of their rebuild. We're in season 1. We all I've watched, I'm guessing, Power, Snowfall, The Wire, etc. Whatever your favorite series is, was season 4, 5, 6 as good as season 1? No, season 1 was still fire, don't get mistaken. But it has nothing on season. Like, I love Power. You know what I'm saying? But seasons 4 and 5 were much better than season 1. Because season 1, you're setting up. And that's what we're doing. Manchester United are in season 1 of their rebuild. Arsenal in what, season 3, 4? So, of course, they're going to be dominant. This is not Ten Hag's finished team yet. These are not all of his players. But we're further along.
Season 1 was kind of shower, though. Not going to lie.
Which one? Who season 1 was shower? Who?
Game of Thrones season 1.
Yeah. See, I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but like...
I'm trying to think. No, but that Power is a
season
good
1 was fire. Power
is a good one.
But guess what? If we win 3 trophies, that's a fire season.
Yeah, that is a fire season, and I hope it don't happen. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, man. You keep hating over there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But we are gonna close out, people. Love to everyone that's locked in. Hopefully, this is the last time I have to talk about this fucking result when we move. Saying anything you want to add?
What result?
What result? Yeah, look in the title in it. You got 2 eyes. You know what I'm saying? You can see the title in it.
This is ManDemUtd meets. I can't bring up the title. What result, bro? Like, what
the result at the top, man. You know what I'm saying? And that you can see it there.
I don't know. Like, I was the 7-0 thing.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add? You know what I'm saying? You got 7 seconds. I'm gonna kick you off this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh! 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. In the street. Yeah. I got some pussy home and United fans that are waiting for me. Hey, I pull up and Darwin clocks them. Hey. No, sorry, I have to just end out on a little, you know, like.
Oh my God, Joe, this guy. Yo, that's funny though. That's funny. I can't lie. That's funny. Hey. This guy a whole fool. You know?
Come on. Nah, love everyone, man. I said definitely I need to hit the bed, bro. Trust me. You know, you have to give him a little usher before you leave, though, you know. Come on, Chris, man. You know you was loving it. Nah, come on, love everyone.
This guy's such a dick.
Jeez. Nah, big up the gang, big up the chat and everyone, man. Big up. That sounds good to see you, man. Still, everyone, get me. Love.
This guy, proper EG, you know. Yeah, man. Love to everyone that's locked in. I love this show, man. This is hilarious. Big up, man. You lot. The chat's always active, Saint. Always blessed having you on. We'll be back with this show next week, Wednesday, people. Obviously, it's normally Tuesdays, late, you know what I'm saying, at 11:30 p.m. midnight UK times. But because Liverpool are playing Madrid on the Wednesday next week, we'll do this show on a Wednesday. So I moved the Q&A as normally on the Wednesday to the Tuesday. But hit up the likes, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back. Hit the share button, subscribe. Don't forget as well, this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on audio-only platforms. So you might not want to have the YouTube app open. SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV and all the shows will pop up. You might want to listen. You might be at work. I'm saying you might be cooking, cleaning, driving, or like I said, might just not want the YouTube app open. Oh yeah, make sure you check out the new tune as well. Take note, you fucked up. We dropped that, well, technically yesterday now.
Come on.
So make sure you go check that out as well. We're going to redirect us to the United Real Betis. That watch along that is going on today, people. So Manchester United Real Betis, and then of course you'll get the Manchester United Arsenal show. ManDemUtd going to talk from the Arsenal with Cams. Both our sides playing in the Europa League as well. So once I redirect you, once I end the stream, just hit the like button and then leave it, people. That's all I need you lot to do. And yeah, Prime's dropped that there. But yeah, man, this show has been jokes. I can't lie in it. Even
Hey,
though my
come
team got conned, it's been jokes. But yeah, make sure you lot, the link is there. Big up Prime for that, much appreciated.
Yeah,
But this has
come
been
on,
the ManDemUtd podcast meets the Analysis at Anfield podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.